Hi everyone, I hope you're having a great day today we'll be doing a tutorial today. So we don't do these very often, but we're gonna try it out. So we'll be doing a holiday look today. So this is a look for a family party or a party with friends, anything like that. So anything that you're trying to dress up a little bit more. So let's get into it. So the first step before your makeup is to make sure that you're moisturized. So this is the Origins Ginseng Refreshing Eye Cream to brighten and depuff. It's a little pink and slightly shimmery, and I put way too much on. So just gonna pat this slash have this under my eyes. There you go. Alright, next step is moisturizer. So this is the Clean and Clear Morning Burst Hydrating Gel Moisturizer. I also already did my brows because brows take forever, so I decided not to bore you with that. But I decided to bore you with this for some reason, so enjoy me putting on moisturizer. Alright, once I'm done moisturizing, I use the MAC Strobe Cream. It's kind of like a primer, so I concentrate it mostly on my cheeks and nose. Once that's done, I go on with my Makeup Forever primer. This is the smoothing primer, by the way. Put this where my pores are larger. In theory, you should be letting your primer and moisturizer sink in for a while, but we don't have time for that, so we're just gonna keep going. Right, so next step is foundation. This is the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25 Hour. And I'm gonna put it on with this sculpting brush from Real Techniques. This is new, and I like it a lot. It's really nice because it gets right in those crevices. The next step is concealer. I'm going to use this Match Perfection from Rimmel London, and this is in the shade 125 Fair. You know the drill. Feeling like using the brush today. Like I said, it's good for crevices. The next step is to powder. This is my favorite powder right now. It's a loose powder from NYC. So it's the Smooth Skin Loose Face Powder. And it looks like this. It's a really big tub. I take the strainer off. Instead of screwing out with that, I just get it like this. And I put my Real Techniques blending sponge straight in there. And this is dampened. And I just pat it right on. It's always important to set your under eyes or else they'll crease. Nobody wants some creased under eyes. Just powder the rest of your face. If you're really, really dry, don't powder your entire face if you don't need to, or if you're fine with slightly sticky foundation. This one isn't too sticky, so it's alright. But if you're really oily, make sure to powder your T-zone. Alright, so the next step after foundation and powder for me would be bronzer. So this is the bronzer that I'll be using. It's Park Avenue Princess from Tarte. This is what it looks like. And I'll be using this brush from Quo. I'm not sure it has a name. Oh, it's the Face Contour Brush. Perfect. So just put it in here. And slightly contour the face. If you want a tutorial on how to contour, I just might link it down below. Make sure that looks even and as natural as makeup can look. Put some on the sides of your nose as well. I'm not too intense about that, but it does make your nose look a little slimmer. And I'm all for that. The next step is highlighter. I'll be using this liquid Gossamer from Jelly Pong Pong Cosmetics. So I just take that onto my sponge and apply it to the top of my cheekbones. A little bit on the ends of your nose. And that's that. I'm gonna gonna take the product that I have, the mirror, the one that I've been using, and this is the Becca Jaclyn Hill Shimmering Skin Perfector Champagne Glow set. So I'll be using Champagne Pop, which is the middle shade, and a little bit of Pearl, which is this one here. So, Champagne Pop, top of the cheekbone, and this is a e.l.f. blush brush. I'll be popping a little bit of Pearl, which is the lighter, almost white color, right at the tip of the top of my cheekbones. So right here. And if you really want to highlight your nose and make it look smaller, you can do kind of a exclamation point on your nose. So a little bit down the bridge, and then on the point. And that'll give it the illusion of you having a button nose, which is everybody wants. Okay. Not that you should want a button nose, it's just small noses, society. Next up is blush. I'll be using, and excuse my packaging, I made my own Z palette. So a Z palette is just a magnetic palette to put in your random shadows and whatnot. So these are all Makeup Geek products in here, and this is the blush Spellbound, which I'll be using. It's a really subtle but really gorgeous blush, and I think it's really nice for when you're trying to do a more bold lip, which I really like to do during the holidays. So that's the face done. Usually when I finish my face, I'll just spray using different setting sprays. So this is the MAC Fix Plus, and this is the Urban Decay De-Slick. So I just shower myself in this stuff. This will make sure that your makeup doesn't look cakey. So all that powder that we applied earlier, just so you don't look really dry and dehydrated, and that'll set your makeup. So we're just gonna wait till that dries up. And yes, I do this every day. This is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. This is my holy grail, and this is in the original formula. So it is clear, and then just put it on. This is the palette that I'll be using. This is the Tartelette Palette. I've talked about it before. I'll be using the entire second row, so all purples. And I'll be using this Luxie brush. This is the Tapered Blending. I got this in my Ipsy bag. So I'm going to start with the color Caregiver, which is the first shade of that one. So I'm just going to put that all over the lid. Alright, so that's our base. The next color is Natural Beauty, which is the most abused color in this palette. I'm very sloppy with my eyeshadow, but make sure to blend the edges. That's the important part. There's no real technique to it. There are real technique brushes though, which I'm going to use in a minute. Now I'm going to deepen the crease, and I'm going to be using the shadow Best Friend, and that's this purple color here. So I'll be using this Real Techniques brush, and this is the base shadow brush. We'll be using it for the crease. So I'm just going to go in the crease directly and deepen that. I'm just going to take this Deluxe Crease Brush from Real Techniques as well, and just blend out a little bit on the edges, just to make sure everything's smooth. So the next shade that I'm going to use is Bombshell, and that's the darkest purple shade. It's a really nice like aubergine shade. And I'm going to put that, I'm going to go kind of in an angle. So I take it on the flat side of my brush and bring it in like this and push it forward and into the crease like that. Turn it on its side and just work it in there. that's even. I think. I'm just gonna take the tapered blending brush from Luxie again and just kind of go over that and make sure it's all blended. Good eyeshadow is all in the blending, really. You just need to work at it. After that, I'll take my base shadow brush again and take a little bit of Best Friend, which is the Before Last darkest shade, and just put a little bit of that under the eye. Alright, next I'm going to go in with eyeliner, and this is the tattoo liner in Trooper from Kat Von D. So I'm going to go with the cat eye because that's what I do pretty much every day. So holiday, no holiday, it's a cat eye day. Alright, so that's the lash line done. And then I'm just gonna go in for the wing. So just try to follow what you did with the eyeshadow. Give her. Just start with a line. I have a tutorial on how to do cat eyes as well. We can also link that down below. Alright, I'm satisfied with that. The last step is mascara. So I'm going to go in with the Hypnose Dull Eyes from Lancôme. So I'm just going to go some of that. Alright, so the last step is lips. You could either go with a nude lip, considering that you have a very intense eye. So I have the color Café here, for example, which is a very nice nude color. But I think for a holiday party, color like Aubergine from Bite is a really good pick. Because all or nothing, it's the holidays. Alright, so that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope that you can try to recreate this look and it helps you out to find a look that's appropriate for a holiday party, either with your family or friends during this holiday season. So I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe.